Yo, what's going on, guys? Call the card, guys. So we got the new format coming up in what, like 2 weeks and such, and I still think Zoodiac is going to be the best deck, obviously, because Rat's still at 2, the whole, you know, the combo is still alive, and then you also have, like, obviously in the title you're going to see it's True Draco as well. But since the Norden combo isn't actually not a thing anymore, there's been a little bit of more adaptation to the deck. It's kind of more multi-dimensional with some of the plays you can make, and now we decided to play like the True Draco stuff, like Brilliant Fusions in the Predaplants. And now, before I get into the deck profile and everything, if this video can get 150 likes, I will do an actual 1-card combo video and a 2-card combo video, so you guys can see like crazy combos you can actually do with this deck, because it's not as broken as the Norden Draw a Million combo, but it's still a very viable deck. It's very stable, and the grind game with this deck compared to all the other decks, I believe, in this upcoming format is actually going to be the reason this deck is probably the best. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the list. So we're still playing the 3-whip. I think this is probably the most, not versatile, but the utility with this card is crazy. Being able to just outgrind your opponent with this and just boosting them and stuff and searching, and Rat, that's another great card. I'm not even going to explain that. Double Ram. This actually becomes a lot more relevant now, specifically because of the diagram and the play you make when you dump it off him. We're not playing combo in this deck because it's more vital to send this off of the Rat when it's normal summoned, and then there's a play with it, like if you see the combo video. If this video gets to 150 likes, I'll be able to show you. But 2 Ram is good, and then also the Dryden Ram play is very good. And then for the last Zoodiac, we're playing 1 Thoroughblade. We thought about playing 2. We thought about actually playing 3 if we were playing the pure version. But right now, Thoroughblade at 1 probably is the best for this particular deck here. Granted, Ghost Ogre is still a card. I think it might be really good for this upcoming format. But I think 1 Thoroughblade probably serves purpose. The utility of it to dig deeper in your deck is very good. So that's it for the Zoodiac cards. Next, we have just 2 Masterpiece. Really cool thing about this particular deck is you can go off with all of your Zoo cards and then just be able to pass your turn with like a Leica that brought back something if you have opened up like really good, and then you can just like return with that monster into this and they just can't play a lot of the time. It's really cool. So this is Big Daddy Schlong Dong is what I call him. So he's better than Towers, to be honest with you. So we were always playing Predaplants. I've said this since day 1. Is that right, Josh? Go ahead and say it.
Oh yeah, 100%.
These cards are absolutely nuts. This card specifically says discard a monster and special summon 1 from your deck. This card says when it's special summoned by the effective one, you search a card with fusion in its name, I'm pretty sure, right? Or a polymerization or something along the line. Yeah, it's like, or a spell card or a fusion card from it's ridiculous. So we're playing Brilliant Fusion, obviously, to combat with this. You could, with the Norden combo, search instant fusion. So like this card plus a monster equaled like the entire combo plus instant fusion, which ended with like a crazy board. But now, since you're playing Brilliant with this, it ends with still a crazy board, which is really cool. So obviously now we're substituting the 3 Terratops and the 1 Taki Tom board. But the better part about this is this card has 1,000 attack, which comes up, so we're not going to go there anymore. Now for hand traps, the ones I think are going to be relevant, I guess, in the main deck right now, is 3 Ash Bitch Blossom and Joyous Spring. This card's actually very good. Hitting diagram, hitting the anything that searches. Hitting at the right time is probably the best way to go about this card. Not just like shotgunning it on the first thing they try to specifically search or activate. Holding it is probably the best, because then they won't think you won't have it and you hit them on the 1 card, and it's probably game over after that point. And 1 Max C. I still think Zoodiac cards are going to be the cards to play. Max C kind of mitigates that just a tad bit, and this one is Italian. We were always drawing the Italian one, not French, Blair. Fuck you. So 4 hand traps. You could play Ghost Ogre, but I feel like right now with this particular build, that's probably the best ratio for the hand traps. You might could side them. Playing 1 Trick Clown and 1 Garnet. Brilliant Fusion, whatever. This card actually has a little bit more utility now, since you have Barrage and you have Diagram. So you can actually get plays going just with like this particular card in general. Like you don't have to waste your normal summon to dish this from, like to kill this from your hand with the diagram, and you can just start making plays. So like that's really cool. And then like it actually, if you open up like any of the 2 Draco cards, it makes like a turn 1 like Draco, whatever his name, Masterpiece is. So really cool. Garnet's Garnet. Fuck him. That's it for the monsters. I want to say we're playing like 1920, something like that. I'll count it later. For the spells, playing 3 diagrams. Best spell in the entire game right now, I believe. And the one after that is Barrage. Barrage is also a really good spell. These are like the best archetype-based spells in the game right now. But yeah, 3 tanky. Ignore the common. But I'm going to retract on my statement with all these spells. I think the best spell going to this format is probably going to be Brilliant Fusion. Because it actually opens up so many plays with this deck. It actually opens up so many plays with a lot of decks. A lot of people say that, you know, only Atlanta players, Georgia players play Brilliant Fusion. Well, you're fucking right. Because this card is absolutely absurd. So, right now, we didn't see it for like, played for like a year or so. Because of when Pat played it in like his Pepe decks and his Plush Fire crazy decks. But now, like, I think this card kind of just brought itself back to the top of the totem pole in this format. So I'm looking forward to playing it. Playing 3 Terraforming because we want to see Diagram because it's one of the best cards in your deck. And then for the last spell, we're playing 1 Heritage. It's whatever. Like I don't want to draw this. I want to be searching it. And that's pretty much it for the spells. For the traps, we play 4. 2 True King's Return. Cool thing about this card is like if you draw it plus like a Terraforming or Diagram, you can like set it to pop your monster if you go in second. Like that's the cool thing about this particular deck is you can even go second and just start like you can just blow out your opponent. Cool thing about it is that you can Diagram set this, pop their monster, search Heritage, and draw a card, which is bonkers. In the famous words of Josh and Angel. So I guess the utility of this card is actually crazy, and it's also an escalation, so why not play it? And then to round off the 39th and 40th card is actually 2 Solemn Scolding. This card is literally better than anything. It negates anything. And if you think about it, like when Dean, shout out to Dean, and myself, and Josh, and everybody were talking about this card, and like these are going to be face up on the field, so like you won't have to worry about like these being dead. If you don't have these, whatever, you're still going to have these. So like these will never be dead. So why not play Scolding? It negates anything in the game right now. We're always playing Scolding. It's 40 card main deck. If you guys, while I get this extra deck situated, if you guys have any suggestions you want to play, you think about playing in the deck, let me know in the comment section below. I'm always down to try more cards. I think right now the basis of this particular deck is probably one of the best skeletons we've actually come up with so far, and it's been working. Josh actually just won locals with it, he went undefeated with it, so congrats to him. I'm glad we could work on a deck together the night before the tournament and everything. But extra deck real quick. 1 MX Neighborhood Invoker. It's the only rank 3 we play because I talked to one of my friends, Kevin, who actually taught the last regional, and I agree with his statement. I was saying this too. Like, I don't want to play Totem Bird because I was never really summoning Terratop the second time. And I feel the same way probably with Scorpio as well. If I'm opening up 2 Scorpio, I'm going to summon the Scorpio and discard the other Scorpio. So like I'm not going to be making another rank 3 play. And a lot of the times with most of your spell cards in your deck, you're going to be making a play to go into your combo even if they stop this a lot of the time. So like the 1 Invoker is plenty. So it's the only rank 3 we play. Then for the 1-ofs, Hammer Kong, Borbo, Tiger Mortar. A lot of people ask me from my regional deck profile like why I only played 1 of this. You can put this back or Emerald, which I do all the time. Now we're not playing, obviously not playing combo in this deck, but I put it back with combo a lot too. But it doesn't come up as much. It's just like a filler, and it could like in the mirror it could win you the mirror. But we're playing 2 Leica. I think Leica's ridiculous, especially now with the combo you do with bringing back Ram and then using the Dryden to pop it and shenanigans. And 2 Borbo, and then 2 Dryden. This particular extra deck is a little weird. because you're playing a couple different cards to do a few more combos. So I think like we just had to cut the third Dryden. I think Dryden's still the best extra deck card in this, you know, obviously in the extra deck. But we played 2 Emerald, 1 Gaga Samurai. I'm iffy on this, but being able to go for game, like clear your opponent's board, obviously like the Draco plays and everything, like with the trap, and then obviously going into Samurai and just killing them is obviously relevant, and it can come up, so why not play it? And then 1 Tornado Dragon, you actually play this in the combo with like the Brilliant Fusion and whatnot, and you can actually make crazy boards. And having this like obviously against the mirror match is going to be good. Having this obviously, you know, against really much anything if you're going first is probably going to solidify the game a lot of the time. And then we're playing Seraph Knight, Brilliant Fusion. But I'm not going to go to the side deck because I don't really kind of want to go into the side deck. Let me know what you guys think of the deck. I think this is probably going to be the best deck of the format, hands down. I'm probably going to do a video with all the other decks as well, let you guys know what I think about each individual deck, and kind of go from there. Right now, honestly, the True Draco deck, the True Draco cards are insane. Mixed with the Zoodiac cards, is the best archetype I think we've ever seen in this game. It's so much just free advantage. It's unreal. But yeah, if you guys don't mind, like the video, subscribe if you haven't already. Check out sponsors Ophidian Accessories. They actually made this beautiful, beautiful mat here. This is actually a limited edition one, so obviously you can't get these on the site anymore, but you can get red one instead. Really nice, only $40, which I believe is kind of cheap for something that probably could be worth a lot more later on. So definitely get these. Definitely check out our sponsor, YJSingles.com, and use code TCGZ5 for 5% off your entire order. It's Euro cards that actually don't warp anymore, and they're beautiful. That was thunder in the background that actually scared the shit out of me. But yeah, if you, like I said at the beginning of the video, if this hits 150 likes, we'll do a video on the combos of this deck, because Brilliant Fusion opens up a lot more, you know, versatility than you would ever thought with this deck. So leave a like, subscribe, give me suggestions in the comments below. If you want to see different types of decks, let me know. We'll definitely get the cards together and build them for you if we can. But that's pretty much it for me, guys. I'm Kyle with the Card Guys, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.